Watch starts around 2 o'clock today, so if you are heading out to the state fair, just know that rain chances start to really kind of inch up in the afternoon and into the evening. We do have a ton of dry weather out there right now, which is great. Just an extension of the dry weather that we enjoyed on Tuesday and going back to really Monday afternoon and Monday night. So this has been a good stretch to get more of that flooding kind of downstream and farther away from at least central Indiana and below those flood banks as well. We're currently at 69 degrees. That's our reading here in downtown. We're at 68 in Muncie and 69 degrees in Bloomington. It is a little bit muggier out there. That's going to help to feed these thunderstorms later on this afternoon and into tonight as a front approaches from the north and northwest. Now, right now we're off to a dry start here, at least in central Indiana. We are tracking some light rain down towards Sullivan and also out towards Knox County. Can't rule out at least a slight shower chance for the remainder of the morning. Made it through the morning rush hour dry, but there could be at least a passing shower throughout the remainder of the morning into the early afternoon. Anything we see moving forward should be pretty light and widely scattered going into the early afternoon. The bulk of this rain batch that's working through Missouri and Illinois is really dropping down through western Kentucky. The front that we're watching is to the north and west, and so it's going to be a slow mover. That front is not going to clear our state, it looks like, until well after midnight into early tomorrow morning. Because of that, with the daytime heating and add the lift and the higher dew points, some of these storms could be a little bit healthier later on today, meaning a stronger wind gust and certainly some heavier downpours. Because of that, that flood watch does begin around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So if you are heading out to the state fair today, just know the deeper you get into the afternoon, there could be at least a slight storm chance. Better chances, we think, by the early evening and then really on through midnight tonight. So you can see the rain coverage goes way up heading into the evening hours. Here is that futurecast, and I think it's doing a pretty good handle here. By the time we go into lunchtime, certainly something could be on the radar locally, maybe on through the early evening as well. But once we get into that mid-evening and really up till about midnight, storm chances start to go up, and this is where we could have a heavier downpour of rain, meaning with that flood watch, we could see 1 to maybe as much as 3 inches in a few areas. That could aggravate some creeks and streams and rivers nearby and create some high water issues early tomorrow morning. Not like what we had last week, but certainly some high water in a few locations. Tonight, rain chances will continue, then things start to shut down. Early tomorrow morning, we begin to dry out. There's that flood watch. It does include Indy and a large portion of really central Indiana, areas that were hit hard beginning this time last week that really started out in Henry County and then multiple counties to follow. As you'll notice, our rain chances are back in here on Saturday, but a little bit of quiet time tomorrow and Friday, and we'll get back to quiet weather on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week.
And I don't.
Thank you so much for that, Jim. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the river levels at this time, just to give you an update with what the forecast is looking like now. And this does not factor in the rain that is on the way for today, so just a heads up there. White River at Spencer, this is a look at the river levels. White River south of the Indianapolis area. In Spencer, it is going to crest today, likely this afternoon, early in the afternoon at 20.5 feet, and that is in the moderate flood stage. And we should drop below flood stage at that location by Sunday, but of course that's going to be all dependent on the rainfall that we see. Other spots, Elliston, and that's going to crest within the next couple of days, 24.2 feet, and it'll be early next week when some of the higher levels do drop below flood stage. Now we do have an excessive rainfall outlook. This is released by the National Weather Service. A slight risk, that is a level 2 of 4 here. This isn't a severe weather outlook map. This is to give you an idea of the spots that are likely going to have some of those heavier downpours, including with this flood watch, as Jim was pinpointing, between 2 o'clock this afternoon and 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, we will have the potential of anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain within that zone because of that slow moving cold front that'll produce heavy downpours. So that means flooding concerns ongoing as we continue to have rain and storm chances around for today. May be difficult to see at times some of the standing water on the roadway as we head into the overnight with that rain.